Price is the amount of money which the customer has to pay in order to obtain the product. A product is a bundle of utilities which is purchased because of its capability to provide a satisfaction of a certain need. Branding refers to the decision whether the firm's products will be marketed under a brand name or a generic name. Hello everyone, I am Purnima, faculty in the Department of Commerce, Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, Temple of Excellence. In this session 2 on marketing, we will be having a discussion on what is the marketing mix, what are the various elements of the marketing mix, and also we will be having a look at the various types of products, the classification of products, and also what is branding and what is the nature of branding and what are the different terms associated to branding. Okay, now in this session on marketing, we will be discussing about marketing mix. Now, let us understand what is marketing mix. So, marketing mix comprises of 4 elements, that is product, price, place and promotion. So, these are the 4 P's of marketing. So, whenever we have to market anything, we have these 4 elements based on which marketing efforts will be directed to. Now, in this, the first P is the product. Now, in this product, the first one will be the product mix. Now, what do we have to do about this product mix? So, product mix refers to what are the various features which are involved in the product. So, what are the features the product is offering to the customer? Then, next will be the quality of the product. Now, in this product quality, we have to see whether the product is of a very high quality or low quality or a mediocre quality. So, in this way, the marketing mix has to be decided based on the product quality. Then new product. Now, if it is a new product, then what is the kind of marketing strategy we have to use? Then next, design and development. Now, whenever you have a new product which is in the market, we have to see that there is a proper design and for the product, and also how do you develop the product in future. Then packaging, labeling and branding. So, packaging is the most important part of the product because it gives identity to the product, and in the same way branding and labeling. Suppose the brand is of a very good, if the brand is well known to the customer, then that brand will be very, very popular. And lastly, the labeling. So, the labeling involves all the ingredients which are going into the manufacturing of the product and also the batch number, the date number, etc. So, all this have to be taken care of whenever we have to decide on the marketing mix. In the second element of marketing mix, the price becomes the most important element. Here, the price of the product and also the price at which it is being offered to the customer, they all become very, very important. Now, what do we mean by price? Price is the amount of money which the customer has to pay in order to obtain the product. Now, this price comprises of the price level. So, how do you arrive at the price of a product? So, it is the product of the price level, the margin, that is the profit margin which has been included by the manufacturer, then the pricing policy of the company, pricing strategies and price change. So, all these go into deciding the price of the product. And above this, in addition to this, we also have to decide about the discounts to be given to the customers. So, what kind of discount we are giving? What is the percentage of discount? Then, even this will be decided based on the competitor's discounts if he has given. Then, so all this will go into the making of the price of a product. Then, the next one is the place. Now, in this place, we have the strategy, channel selection, channel conflict, channel cooperation and physical distribution. Now, this place in the marketing mix is the most important one. So, it refers to physical distribution of the goods from the place of manufacturer to the place of the consumer. Now, in this place distribution or in this place mix, so we will be just placing the goods in the hands of the consumer. So, the products which are manufactured somewhere very far off will have to reach the consumer, and it takes a lot of time, and it also involves lot of other things like transportation, physical distribution, etc. Now, when we are transferring the goods from the place of a manufacturer to the place of the consumer, we have to also see that whether we are selling the goods through wholesalers, retailers and the ultimate consumer, or whether we are selling directly to the consumer. So, all these modes or channels of distribution have to be considered before we decide on the place mix. So, in this, the channel strategy, channel selection, channel conflict, channel cooperation and physical distribution, all these things have to be taken care of in this place mix. And the last mix in the marketing mix is the promotion mix. Now, what do we mean by promotion? Promotion is nothing but you just create an awareness in the market about the existence of a product, or you are trying to create awareness among the consumers about the product, how the product is, what are the new features, what are the uses of the product. So, all this will be in this promotion mix. Now, any product, if it is just manufactured and if it is stored in the godown, it will not sell. So, it has to be promoted. So, until and unless the consumers know of the product and its various uses, it will not get sold. Therefore, we need to have a proper promotion mix. Now, what do we mean by promotion mix? So, it will look into advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, publicity, public relations. Now, what do we mean by advertising? Advertising is any paid form of information which is presented to in the mass media. So, whenever you are giving some information about the product to a mass media, it becomes advertisement, and the person who is giving this information, he has to pay for it. So, we call it as a paid form of non-personal communication. So, it has to be paid, and then through which it is through advertising we will be just promoting the product. Then next one is personal selling. So, this usually happens at the time of sale. So, in the showroom when the customer comes to purchase the product, then it is through the salesman how he just convinces the customer to buy the product, that will be called as the personal selling. How the salesman will use his salesmanship abilities to sell the product, that is what we mean by personal selling. Then next one is sales promotion. So, in this sales promotion, there are so many activities like buy one get one free, or we have various discount offers, all these rebate offers, etc. And this, through this sales promotion, we will be able to see that the product is sold. Then next one is publicity. Now, in this publicity, the sponsorer will not give any money for this, and the product will be publicized by the news media itself. So, that is publicity. And last one is the public relations. The public relations refers to the image of the company, how well the company has maintained its image. So, it will be taken care of by this public relations officer. So, in the marketing mix, it has 4 elements, that is product, praise, price and promotion, and in these we have to just think of all this before we come to a conclusion about what is the perfect marketing mix. Okay, now let us see what is the meaning of the word product. Now, a product is a bundle of utilities which is purchased because of its capability, to provide a satisfaction of a certain need. Now, it is a bundle of utilities. So, any product for that matter, we purchase a product because we have some use for it. So, it will satiate our need, or our need will be satisfied when we make use of that product. So, that is why we buy a product, or we are ready to pay money and purchase it so that we have some utility for it. Now, there are three types of benefits a customer may seek to satisfy from the purchase of a product. Now, what are the three benefits we are getting from a product? The first one is the functional benefit, second one is the psychological benefit, third one is the social benefit. Now, whenever a person purchases a product, he will be looking into the quality of the product, the size of the product, the brand name, the logo, etc. So, all and the durability of the product. So, all these things will be going into the decision to buy a product. Now, suppose a purchase is made for a car. A consumer has purchased a car. Now, this car, what is the functional benefit of the car? It will help him in transporting him from one place to another. Then, the second one is the psychological benefit he gets. Now, what is the psychological benefit he'll get? So, he can be known as a person who is owning a four-wheeler and he has become successful. So, the image he gets by moving around in a car is that it will just satiate his emotional needs and also his psychological needs. The third one is the social benefit. So, when in the social benefit, we can know that whenever the person is driving around in a car, it adds to the prestige, or his esteem needs are satisfied. So, in this way, we can say that a product not only satiates our needs, but it also adds to our benefits. That is the functional benefits, the psychological benefits, and also the social benefits. So, when the person moves around in a car, he gets some sort of status and also it adds to his prestige. Suppose if it is a small car, then he will get one kind of a prestige, and if he is moving around in a very big car, then that will add to his status. So, in this way, we can say that product is not only a bundle of utilities, but it offers other benefits also. Then, next, we will just classify the products into consumer products and industrial products. Now, let us see what are the different kinds of consumer products. Now, in this consumer products, we have the durability products and the shopping efforts involved. So, there are some products which are more durable, for example, the consumer durables, and there are some products for which there are lot of shopping efforts involved. Like, so we need, for example, it may be the purchase of a dress or the purchase of shoes, slippers, etc. For that, we need lot of shopping efforts. And then in this durability also, we have non-durable, durable, and services. So, we have three types. So, we will look into in the future in the next slides. Next, in the shopping, we have the convenience products, shopping products, and the specialty products. So, in this, let us see what do we mean by consumer product. If you can see in this picture, there is an array of consumer products. Now, products which are purchased by the ultimate consumers or users for satisfying their personal needs and desires are referred to as consumer products. So, they are used by the ultimate consumer to satisfy their needs. So, it may be anything what we use in our daily life. It can be anything like the face cream or the face powder or the soap which we are using. So, anything, whatever we use in our daily life, they are all consumer products. For example, soap, then edible oil which we use for cooking, then eatables, textiles, toothpaste, fans, etc. which we use for our personal and non-business use, they are all called as consumer goods. So, anything which we use for our personal consumption, all those are consumer products. Now, consumer products are further classified into, first one is Convenience products. Now, what do we mean by convenience products? These consumer products which are purchased frequently, immediately, and with least time and effort are convenience goods. So, if you can see here, we have this packet of wafers, chips, etc. So, we don't give a lot of thinking for it. So, whatever is there in the market, we just buy it and come. So, they are purchased frequently, immediately, with least time and effort. We don't spend much time and effort on this. So, they are all called as convenience goods. Now, such products are cigarettes, ice creams, medicines, etc. So, all these come under convenience products. Now, the next type of consumer product is the shopping product. These shopping products are those consumer goods where buyers devote considerable time to compare the quality, price, style, suitability, etc. Now, this in the shopping products, so the consumer will be spending lot of time. Suppose he is going to buy a sari or a dress material, then he will look into the quality of the dress, the price of the dress, the style of the dress, and the suitability, how suitable the dress appears on him. So, all these things will go into when we have to decide about the shopping products. And before making the final purchase, he will have to think of all this and then make the final purchase. Then the last one is the specialty products. Now, what do we mean by specialty products? So, specialty products are those consumer goods which have certain special features because of which people make special efforts in their purchases. Now, what do we mean by specialty products? So, in the specialty products, we should understand that there is a very small number of buyers of these specialty products, or these products have reached a level where it has created lot of brand loyalty, and because of which the customers are willing to spend lot of time and effort to buy these products. Now, these specialty products, with reference to specialty products, we can say that the number of persons who buy these specialty products are very less, as a result of which the demand will be very low. Then, second feature of this specialty product is these products are very costly and very highly priced. Then, third one is aggressive marketing is essential to see that these products are sold. Then, next one is these products are sold at a very few places. They have very few outlets where these products are sold, and the customer has to travel there and to get the product. And then the last one is these products need good after sales service, otherwise they cannot be sold. So, these are the features of the specialty product. Now, these are the features of the specialty product. Now, next, let us look into what are the durability of products or the durable products. So, in this durable products, we have the consumer products which are normally consumed in one or few uses are called non-durable products. For example, toothpaste, detergents, bathing soap, stationery products, etc. Now, the non-durable products. Now, in this non-durable products, so we have the consumer products which can be consumed normally. That is, they are non-durable products, like something like what we use in our daily lives. It may be the toothpaste, the detergents, the bathing soap, stationery, etc. Then next we have the durable products. Now, what are durable products? So, those tangible consumer products which are normally survive many years. For example, these goods are generally used for a longer period, command a higher per unit margin, require greater personal selling efforts, guarantees after sales service on part of the seller. Now, let us look into what are durable products. So, in other words, they are called as consumer durables, and once purchased, they will be in the house for a very long period. They will serve us for a very long period of 10 to 20 years. So, or it is a one-time purchase. So, whenever the customers, they go in for a consumer durable, they will be looking into the price of the product and also the quality, and also what are the guarantees which will be being offered on the product. Now, these kind of products, they have to be sold with greater personal selling efforts. So the salesman has to put in lot of effort to see that these products are sold, and then on these products the manufacturer will be having a very high margin of profit also. Then the next kind of product is services. So in services we mean intangible activities, benefits which are offered for sale, like dry cleaning, watch repairs, hair cutting, postal services, services offered by a doctor, an architect, a lawyer, etc. Now, the third type of products are services. Now, in these services, we cannot see the service. They are intangible, but we can get the effect of this service. Now, like this, in this we have this dry cleaning. So, if the clothes are soiled, we can always give it to a dry cleaner who will clean the clothes and give us. If it is a repair shop or a hair cutting salon, the services of a doctor, a lawyer or an architect, they are all intangible services, but we can feel the effect of this services. Then next, let us see what are the industrial products. So industrial products are those products which are used as inputs in producing other products. So examples of such products are raw materials, engines, lubricants, machines, tools, etc. Industrial products are those products which are used as inputs. Now, these industrial goods refer to, they are all those raw material which goes into the manufacture of a product. Suppose if it is a rubber manufacturing unit, then the raw material will be rubber, or if it is a sugar manufacturing industry, the raw material will be sugarcane. So in this way, we have certain products which are based on raw materials through which we get the final product. Then if it is a motor car, then the engine will be the industrial good here, and then the lubricants which we use for tightening the nuts and bolts in the car, they will all comprise of the industrial products. Then let us see what is the classification of industrial products. So in this classification we have materials and parts. So in the industrial goods we have the three main classification, that is, first one is materials and parts, second one is the capital items, third one is supplies and business services. Now, in this materials and parts, they go into the manufacturing of a bigger product. So, materials, we have the raw materials and manufactured materials and parts. So, in this materials and parts, suppose if it is a manufacturing unit of sugar industry, then the raw material will be sugar cane there. Then that will go into the making of sugar. Now, if it is a manufactured material product, suppose if it is an automobile assembling unit, then all the parts of the automobile will be assembled and then it will be converted into a finished product. Now, again, in this raw material, we have two types, that is the farm products, that is based on agriculture or the dairy, and then we also have the agricultural products or the natural products, whatever we derive from nature. Then next we have the capital items. Now, what do we mean by capital items? So these refer to the fixed capital which is used in a manufacturing concern. So it may be a huge machinery or a furniture and fixtures, etc. Now, in this capital we have installations and equipments. So a machinery which has been ordered, it has to be come and it has to be installed. And then we also have equipments wherein we will be making use of these equipments to run the machines. So these are considered as the capital items. And then next one we have the supplies and business services. Now in this we have the maintenance and repair items. So whenever we purchase any product, we need to have good after sales services, and this after sales services will be with it is a industrial good. And then we have the operating supplies. So in this way there is a classification of industrial goods. Let us understand what is the meaning of the word branding. Branding refers to the decision whether the firm's products will be marketed under a brand name or a generic name. Now, let us understand what is the meaning of the word generic. Generic refers to the name of the whole class of the product. For example, a book, a wristwatch, tires, camera, toilet soap, etc. So, a generic name is a common name given for the whole class of the product. A book means it may be any kind of book. It may be a printed book, or it may be a notebook, or it may be a magazine, or anything like that. So a book is a book. So, but then when we give a name to the book only, the book gets recognition. In the same way, a brand gives recognition to a product. Suppose I say it is Vim soap, then we know that it is a product of Hindustan Unilever Limited. So, in the same way, whenever a product is identified by its brand, then we call that as branding. So, the manufacturer has to decide whether the product should have a brand name or whether it can go in for a generic name. Then, most marketers give a name to the product which helps in identifying and distinguishing their products from the competitors' products. This process of giving a name or a sign or a symbol to a product is called as branding. So, whenever we give a product a name, that we call it as, that process when we call it as branding. So, the process of giving a name, a sign, a symbol for a product is called as branding. Then the various terms, let us see what are the various terms relating to branding. Now in this, first one is the brand. A brand is a name, term, sign, symbol, design, or some combination of them used to identify the products, goods, or services of one seller or a group of sellers and to differentiate them from the competitors. Now, whenever we talk of a brand, it is a name, a term, a sign, a symbol, design, anything. So, whatever we give it to the public to identify that product, that will be called as the brand. For example, some of the common brands are Bata, Lifebuoy, Dunlop, and Parker. So, if you can see the brand, with the help of the brand, you can recognize the product. For example, Bata, it represents the footwear. Then Lifebuoy means soap. Dunlop is tires. Parker is the pen. So, as soon as you see the brand, you can identify the products associated with the brand. Then, the next term which we are looking for is the brand name. Now, what do we mean by brand name? That part of the brand which can be spoken is called a brand name. In other words, the brand name is the verbal component of a brand. So, the verbal component of a brand is something which we call it by a name. For example, Vim, Rin, Wheel. So, all these are brand names which we can utter in our words or which can be spoken. So, they are all that we call as the brand name. Next, brand mark. That part of the brand which can be recognized but which is not utterable is called as the brand mark. Now, this brand mark refers to all those marks which can be recognized but which we cannot say. For example, here we have this symbol of the dove here. So, this is the dove, picture of dove, and if you can see here, this is the brand mark of Facebook, and then we have the brand mark of KFC. So, in this way you can see that there are so many brands which are associated and which we cannot occur. So, McDonald's. So, in this way the brand mark is something which is recognized but which we cannot utter. So, it appears in the form of a symbol, design, distinct color, scheme or lettering. So, anything which appears in the product, that we call it as the brand name. Now let us understand what do we mean by trademark. A brand or a part of a brand that is given legal protection is called trademark. The protection is given against its use by other firms. So this kind of a trademark protection is given so that this trademark is not used by other firms. The firm which gets its brand registered gets the exclusive rights for its use. In that case, no other firm can use that name or mark in the country. So whenever a brand is registered, so it gives legal protection to the owners of that brand, and it can be used only by such persons, and no other competitors can make use of that brand to market their products. So let us see what are the characteristics of a brand name. If you can see here, there are 3 popular products which are given here. Now let us see what are the characteristics of a good brand name. The brand name should be short, easy to pronounce, smell, recognize, remember, etc. So whenever a brand name is to be kept, we have to see that it should be short, easy to pronounce, spell and recognize and remember. Then a brand should suggest the product's benefits, qualities. It should be appropriate to the product's functions. So whenever we say that a brand is there, the brand name should be such that it will suggest the product's benefits or qualities, and it should be appropriate to the product's functions. Then it should be distinctive. So it should have a distinctive name. Then it should be adaptable to packing or labeling requirements, to different advertisement media and different languages. So whenever we think of a brand name for a product, we have to see that it is adaptable to any language which the brand will be advertised. Suppose if it is Rin, Vim, etc., whether it is any language, whether you are giving the advertisement in Kannada or whether you are giving the advertisement in Tamil, it adapts itself to that language. So we have to decide, when we decide about the brand name, we have to see that that brand name is adaptable to any language in which it is being advertised. And then the brand name should be sufficiently versatile to accommodate new products which are added to the product line. So in the brand, whenever we are having a brand name, so it should be such that adapts itself to the new product line. For example, Nandini. So Nandini milk is very, very famous in all over Karnataka. Now we have a Nandini range of sweets, then Nandini range of milk powder, etc. So this brand Nandini has become very, very famous, and it lends itself to all the other products. So in the whatever is coming in the product line, so this same Nandini brand is being used for all the products. So we call this kind of a brand name should be selected whenever we think of a brand name. Then next is it should be capable of being registered and protected legally. So whenever we have decided about the brand name and the logo, it has to be registered, and only then we can get legal protection. Then the chosen name should have a staying power. That is, it should not get out of date. So whenever we have thought of a name, the name should be remembered by people. It should be memorable in their minds. So such names like we have this Apple here, the Uber taxi, Google, McDonald's. So all these are brand names which will be there in our memory, and it will not be erased for a very long time. So such brand names are to be selected. So with this, we have come to this end of the session on marketing. Hope you have all understood the classification of the various products, the classification of industrial products, and also the elements of marketing mix. Thank you.